everybody, this is George Cress bringing you another episode of Life Uncut from Riggs Cat. And I'm honored to be here today with Kevin Duvall, our General Service Manager. Kevin's been with the company a long time, and he's a huge asset to our company. So I'm excited to get to have him share his experience while he's been at Riggs and what he plans to do to make our company better in the future. And so we're going to get to know Kevin a little bit today, get to know his career and what he plans to do to make Riggs a better company. And anyway, so I want to talk about Kevin and some of his background. So Kevin, thanks for being with us today.
Glad to be here, George.
And so yeah, if you would just tell our viewers today a little bit about where you're from and your career leading up to where you are today.
I grew up in Pottsville, Arkansas. Went to work for Mac George back in the 90s. Worked for them all through the 90s. When I left them, I moved back home to Centerville and worked offshore on the oil rigs for about a year. After spending a year out there, I come home and took a job working overseas as a contractor for the military.
Yeah.
Spent about 5 years doing that, back and forth. I was in Kuwait, Kyrgyzstan, and Iraq.
Yeah.
Then decided to start family and come home. Needed to be home for that, and went to work for Riggs and been here a little over 13 years. I worked in field service, power field, moved up to Russellville in 2012 and started working as a shop supervisor and then the branch manager, and then now I'm the corporate general service manager.
Yeah.
So,
Quite the career. I wish I would have worked over in the Middle East for a little while. It sounds pretty exhilarating.
it was different, that's for sure.
Yeah. So as a field service technician, what were your biggest challenges? What did you love most about that job as well?
The field service was, it was a good career. That was during the time when the gas field was really booming.
Right, yeah.
And we were busy. We stayed busy all the time, 70 hours a week, and just good people to work for and good work to do.
Yeah.
I was thankful for it.
It's not quite as hot in Arkansas as it is over in Kuwait, is it?
No, it's a little different in Kuwait.
Yeah.
It was pretty hot there, you get up to
Yeah.
120, 130 degrees. And,
Wow. Would you work at night and then?
sometimes we did. It just
Yeah.
really depended on what we had going.
Yeah.
The humidity was the big difference between here and there.
Oh yeah, right.
So,
Got more humidity here.
oh yeah, a
Yeah,
lot more.
yeah.
So,
We love that in Arkansas. It's one of our favorite things about the state. So you're also in the National Guard out of high school, correct?
yes, I spent 10 years in the National Guard,
Yeah.
and I got out in 2000.
Yeah. So thank you for your service for that as well.
Appreciate you.
So Kevin, really cool career leading up to today. I remember you in Russellville. So Kevin was our branch manager in Russellville as well. Lives in Pottsville today.
Yeah.
But Kevin was always the branch manager that looked at the data side of things and really dove into the reporting, and it really helped you lead that store in a cool, unique way. And so in his new role as general service manager, Kevin utilizes that skill to really drive, or to use data-driven insights to improve our service operations across the company. Could you speak to that a little bit and how you have a passion for data and what that insight, kind of how it helps you do your job?
Well, numbers always add up to the same thing, right?
Yeah.
2 plus 2 is always 4. So.
Is that right? Yeah.
So I always like looking at data because you can kind of see where you're trending, what things are happening, what's causing, a low PAD or a low GP.
Yeah.
And I like going around and sharing that with the other service managers and service coordinators and just trying to help them realize, hey, what can we do to make our company the best and most profitable that we can
Yeah.
be, and still serve our customers at an efficient rate as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, from a data standpoint, as far as helping our customers, reduce their downtime as much as possible. How is, when you work with our service managers, helping them get more efficient, how does that translate to our customers reducing their downtime?
Well, just being able to respond to their needs quicker is one of the
Yeah.
biggest things. Tech efficiency is something that's near and dear to all of our hearts.
Right.
I mean, we're trying to manage a business in a field that finding quality technicians is getting harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to be efficient with the resources we have, and getting those guys out quicker and being able to turn the jobs quicker,
Mm-hmm.
knowing what tooling they need and what parts they need beforehand, getting them there
Yeah.
is one big part of it.
Yeah, that's a good segue into, all of us in the industry today and in many industries are struggling to find, skilled labor. What our technicians do every day is amazing. It's the more complicated the machines get, the more skills we need from those guys, and it's really hard to go recruit that talent today. Can you talk about, maybe help our viewers understand, or maybe give them some insight of what Riggs is doing to try to locate talent or become more efficient to still get the work done that we've got to get done?
Sure. We pull from some trade schools. Lincoln Tech is one of them that we use to recruit from. Caterpillar also has a Think Big program, which pulls high school students into a 2-year college degree that's a technical trade degree.
Yeah.
That's a very useful tool in getting young technicians into the field. I've always said that they'll start out 5 years ahead of a technician that just comes in off the street, because of the skills that they learn while they're out there locomoting at OSU.
Yeah.
So, finding skilled labor just off the street, it's a very competitive market, and it's tough. But Riggs does offer great benefits and offers some great resources that makes a decent tech like myself, or a fair tech like myself into a great tech just because of the other resources.
Yeah.
We've got 130 other technicians to pull from their knowledge.
Yeah.
We've got TCs that's been here over 40 years to help with that. All the resources that Riggs and CAT has to help our technicians is what makes our technicians the greatest in the business.
Yeah.
So,
What about, one of our big goals this year being communication, improving communication? Could you talk a little bit about Modern and what the benefit that's going to add to our company and also our customers?
One of the biggest things we want to do is let our customers know what's going on with their repair when their machine's in the shop. We've purchased a software called Modern that helps our service managers and our service coordinators communicate with our customers by sending them text messages updating statuses of their machine repair, and you can send them pictures and quotes, and it's all through a text service that they can receive, at a moment's notice.
So we're able to periodically
Yeah.
update them,
Yeah. We're able to update them all the way through the process.
Right.
From tech en route to parts order to scheduling a return trip or repairs complete. It'll update them on the status all the way through where they kind of know. And we still use phone communications and emails as we need, but this is just an additional resource to help communicate better with our customers.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
The whole world's moving that way. It's time we get on board.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So in closing here, what's just your favorite part about your job?
Favorite part about my job is working with the service teams. I grew up as a mechanic and a technician, and that's just what I know. And And I like being plugged in with the service teams, from the technicians all the way to service management.
Yeah.
Just feel at home there.
So service is obviously probably the biggest piece of what we do at Riggs, ensuring that our equipment's reliable and we're able to keep our customers up and running, so that they're able to meet their contract deadlines. And so Kevin and the job he's doing, we're super grateful to have a guy like Kevin leading our service departments. With 9 branches all around the state, it takes a lot of coordinated effort to make sure everybody's in sync and operating at a very high level, so that the Riggs name is held high everywhere in our territory. So very thankful for you. Thank you for the job you're doing to help lift our whole organization out of the water. And very thankful for your passion and your career here so far.
Thank you, George. I really appreciate Riggs. Like I said, they've always made me better with just the resources we have here.
Yeah. No, we're thankful for you. So thank you again for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Kevin's career and some of the innovative things we're doing at Riggs to try to help our customers win in what they do every day. So thank you again for joining us. Thanks, Kevin, for being on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.